Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. Today let's talk about arbitrage mutual funds and if these can be used for short-term needs. The most attractive aspect of arbitrage mutual funds is that their taxation status is like an equity fund, but their typical day-to-day returns is like a ultra short-term fund, and that's the reason why people want to know if it can be used for short-term needs, and the long-term capital gains from all equity funds in a financial year up to 1 lakh is tax free, and beyond that is 10% plus cess. So that's the reason why any person in any tax slab can take benefit of that 1 lakh limit, and beyond that, if the gains go beyond that, then typically for those in the 20% and 30% slab, the effective taxation will still be lower. Now, I have talked about how you can generate tax-free income after retirement from arbitrage funds. I've talked about how arbitrage funds work, etc., etc. That video is also available in Tamil. You can have a look at what's available in the channel. But I want to talk about the risks here and whether they can be used for short-term needs. The primary risk is credit defaults. The problem is that SEBI has allowed 35% bond exposure, and the AMCs can choose risky debt. And for example, it happened in principal arbitrage. I think in the DHFL, that's the DHFL bond, I think, if I'm not wrong. So that's gonna be a problem, but it's nothing to lose sleep over, because I think AMCs are worried about AUM inflows in arbitrage and debt funds, and they will not play such risky games. At least the big AMCs will not do that. As of now, if you look at it, only ICICI Equity Arbitrage has AA plus bonds, a small portion, 0.54% in Bharati Telecom and 1.1% of HDFC Bank AA plus bonds. All other bonds from all other funds, arbitrage funds, are of higher quality. Of course, this can change quickly, but it's very clear that the past lessons have been very harsh, and the AMC doesn't want to lose capital quickly, AUM quickly, I mean. So that's one. The second problem is that the demand and supply in the derivatives market can play a big role in the arbitrage returns. So these are the monthly returns of the Nifty 50 arbitrage index. This is the pure arbitrage index. I have chosen this because the effect of negative returns for an arbitrage fund would be much lower than this, because they have bonds, and typically they can actually almost offset this loss. So in that sense, bonds can help, provided they are of good quality. So you can see here April 0.3%, May 0.14%, June minus 0.3%, July minus 0.34%, and then it's recovered a bit, and so on. So this means that if you use it for very short terms, then your returns can, if there are 1 or 2 months of negative returns, then your overall returns over 1 year, 2 year, and so on will suffer. Also, you must understand that arbitrage funds don't have the NAV of the arbitrage funds will not always increase. It will fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. It is just that the fluctuations will be small. Even up to 1 quarter in arbitrage fund has given negative returns. That happened in 2008, if I recall right. But over 1 year, typically that kind of problem typically doesn't occur, and 1 year returns have always been positive. But what is that amount is difficult to say, because we are now at a time where the interest rates are about to increase, because inflation is increasing. RBI cannot hold the interest rate low. They can definitely not decrease it any further. The rates are going to go up very shortly, and if the rates go up very shortly, then the short term bonds will benefit the most. Money market will do well, liquid funds will do well, the overnight funds will do well, ultra short term will do well. Then it may so happen that these bonds may these debt funds may outperform the arbitrage category typically. So that can happen. So you have to be careful about what return you can expect. About 6% or so, 6-ish, 6 to 7%, close to, I mean, before tax is what I would recommend. I have ICICI arbitrage. I've talked about this several times. In spite of the poor returns, I've been investing for years now, for 5-6 years now, if I recall, and my return is still about 7-ish%. So it depends. I'm using it for a financial goal. For a short term need, you have to be careful, and you have to set your expectations right, and you have to choose your fund a little bit carefully, and read the scheme document and do it. Of course, you can argue, why do I want all this? I will pay the tax and I'll just put it in an RD or FD. That's fine. But I mean, if you want to pay lesser tax, then this is an option. If you want to try and beat an RD with let's say a money market or an ultra short term fund, then there are different types of risks there: credit risk, interest rate risk. So everywhere there is risk, it's about balancing them. So definitely you can use arbitrage for short term, but definitely don't use it for just a few months, then it can be difficult. Use it for 1 year and above, that's what I would recommend. But if you can also use it as a part of your emergency cash, one component of your emergency reserve, I use it. It's just that you should not be scared about these negative returns over a month and so on. As long as you don't care about returns from an emergency fund, that's more than okay.